Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, all three of us together today at the genius logistics of fentanyl.
Is it genius or is it...
Well, it depends where it's coming from. It's manufactured, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not good.
Well, no, it's not. It's a bit stronger than heroin,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's mental.
Yeah, it's the cause of a lot of issues around the world. Don't think we have it over here yet.
I'm not sure.
I don't think
Do you
it's
not
hit.
think?
No, I don't think it's hit over here yet. I think they've done a great job in trying to keep it. If they've not kept it out fully, they're keeping it very low key
Right.
and very on the low down sort of thing. So it's imagine it. Genius
We've got a big
logistics.
problem with
Spice.
yeah, but what's the other one that all the kids are taking because it's so cheap?
Oh, Black Mamba.
No, it's not. It's what they give the horses.
Ketamine.
Ketamine, yeah. Problem with it.
But imagine this might be coming from China, but let's see.
This package is just leaving a warehouse in China. It's roughly 15 by 20 centimeters in size and about a kilo in weight. The label says dog food, but inside is a fine white powder. It's the core ingredient for one of the deadliest drugs in the world, fentanyl. Cheaper than heroin and about 50 times as strong. An amount this small
50?
is enough to kill you. In the US, fentanyl has become the #1 source of death for adults under 50, surpassing cancer, heart disease, and car accidents. How can its ingredients
I didn't realise it was this bad.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
crazy.
bad. Yeah.
I know in the USA they've got like a big problem, a big issue. With
I just don't understand why, if you know that as a fact, like why would you try it?
Have you
But
ever
it's
seen-
like this is what I don't understand. Why would anybody take heroin? Nobody gets off it. You either die or
it's very addictive, but they take it to forget about what the troubles are going through. A lot of people don't they when they take drugs. It's like you forget about you're getting a high, you're getting a buzz.
Yeah,
they come down.
But this is different. This is different. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I watch these. I watch the street walks of like Philadelphia, and there's
Yeah.
a place in Philadelphia.
They're all just like
called,
hanging over like that.
Yeah, it's got the same name as somewhere in London, like Knightsbridge or something like that. I
Right.
can't remember what it's called now. But it's when there and it's bad.
Yeah.
And someone said to me it's fentanyl that's causing all
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's flooded in, and it's just sold so cheap that pretty much everyone can afford it.
Yeah.
It's a couple of dollars for a tablet, or not a full tablet, but you probably get like tiny little bits.
As much as you need because it's that strong.
If it'll kill you,
move
that's hard.
freely
Yeah.
across continents, shipped, sorted, and delivered like an ordinary online order. Behind it lies a billion-dollar system, run by cartels, fueled by global trade, and enabled by broken regulations. A deadly supply chain hiding in plain sight. This is how fentanyl is trafficked.
Top channel this.
Yeah.
If you or someone you know is struggling with substance use, help us out there. Visit findtreatment.gov for support in the US, or check these platforms to find international resources near you. All links are in the description. Also, this video is partly based on this incredible Reuters investigation. You'll find the link in the description as well. This is fentanyl. It's been used in medicine since the 1960s, mostly as a painkiller. Today, it's also applied as an anesthetic. Its effect is insanely strong. Around 100 times more potent than morphine and 50 times stronger than heroin. It's also extremely addictive. Over the last 15 years, the illegal fentanyl trade in the US has fueled an unprecedented synthetic opioid crisis. And the impact can be seen across the entire country. The biggest problem is that the substance is highly lethal. The number of deaths by fentanyl overdose in the US has exploded over the last few years. About 75,000 people died in 2023 alone. In total, fentanyl and other synthetic opioids have killed nearly 500,000 Americans between 1999 and 2022. One reason for this death toll is a process called lacing. Dealers consciously mix fentanyl into other street drugs like heroin to stretch supplies and boost their profits. A little fentanyl goes a long way. But that also means users get hooked faster and are much more likely to overdose, not knowing what they are consuming. For those who traffic it, fentanyl has another major upside. It's synthetic. That means it's incredibly cheap and easy to produce. The business is so profitable that Mexican cartels have massively shifted to fentanyl over the last few years. Instead of cultivating huge poppy fields for heroin, they can simply fabricate the drug in a lab, receiving the base ingredients by mail. Most of the packages moving down the conveyor belts in China are carrying everyday goods, chargers, clothes, dog food. But hidden among those thousands of boxes are the ingredients for fentanyl. This little box is just one of countless packages going out of China every day. For efficient transportation, shipping companies bundle individual packages into what's known as a master carton. Master cartons are a cornerstone of global trade. Shipping one big box is cheaper and much more efficient than sending numerous small ones to the same destination. The master cartons are then stacked onto pallets with other bulk shipments, and the tiny fentanyl precursor package ends up tucked deep inside. Then the master cartons are often loaded onto a plane and flown to their real destination, the United States. Global online shopping has seen a massive boom in recent years. Fentanyl smugglers are riding that wave by sneaking their products into the vast international shipping stream, and they are exploiting one particular loophole in the US. Back in the 1930s, Washington introduced a special customs regulation called de minimis. If a package is addressed to a private person and the goods inside are below a certain value, it skips customs entirely. That means there are no duties and almost no detailed checks. Many countries have similar policies. In the European Union, the cutoff is 150 euros. Anything above gets taxed. But the US has one of the most generous thresholds in the world. In 2016, the limit was raised from $200 to $800. Before that, some 134 million packages entered the country annually through this streamlined system. That number has jumped to nearly 1.4 billion units in 2024. This spike is also...
That's a massive jump, but you think of technology changes as well from 2016 to 2024.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a lot of change in the 8 years or so. It's been between the two sort of like time frames. I remember when we used to bring all the toys and stuff from China. They used to come in containers. Now it's a lot of them are air freighted real fast, because they've got a lot of them fall under the value. With what they've got. Bringing in mass pack, but them small packages that come in, like he says, on an over pallet or an over box. It's very, very easy to sort of like get stuff by you. Goes to show when they break a drugs ring or when they break any kind of ring where that it's to do with corruption, and they go, "Well, look what we've got." Makes you wonder what they don't get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially when you've got that 1.4 billion.
So tied to the overall boom in global trade. But still, about 90% of all goods coming into the US are duty-free de minimis imports. Until April 2025, most of these packages came from China, usually by air. Our box has had a long flight and finally touches down at LAX. Its first stop in America is a special customs warehouse. Examining every package that comes through here would be impossible. So customs officers rely on spot checks. Specially trained dogs sniff out selected packages for fentanyl precursors. Sometimes it's the package's weight that raises suspicion. If it doesn't jibe with its description, the box gets flagged and pulled out for inspection. Flagged packages are scanned by high-tech machines, opened for manual inspection, and sometimes even sent to an on-site chemical lab. And in some cases, custom officers will also attach electronic trackers to suspicious boxes to follow their trail. But given the sheer volume of packages coming in, only a tiny fraction ever gets checked. Most of them are simply waved through, including our package. It's just been cleared for the next leg of the trip, which means it has now officially entered the country. The master carton is unpacked at a distribution center. The smaller parcels are sorted by destination. The next leg of transport is handled by one of the regular US delivery firms. Our package still has a long road ahead. Its next stop is Mexico. The vast majority of illicit fentanyl is manufactured here. It's first shipped to a US address near the Mexican border. That's when a new link in the supply chain takes over to handle the border crossing. The address is a private home. The tenant is an elderly man. Some products can't be shipped to Mexico directly. This is where the man comes in. He's offering a personal cross-border delivery to make some extra money, a common side hustle in the border region. People in Mexico can have their packages shipped to his US address. Then he drives them over in his private car. Now he's on his way to the border with a couple of boxes in the trunk. The package from China is one of them. The border works similar to the airport. Small boxes are rarely checked. The cartels are counting on that. The man in the car looks harmless. He doesn't even know what's in our package. He's waved through. The next stop is a distribution center in the Mexican state of Sinaloa. Local freight carriers will forward the packages to the addresses supplied by their Mexican customers. And so, our package reaches its final destination, a secret drug lab. This is where it's opened for the first time. The Sinaloa cartel is one of the most powerful and violent criminal organizations in the world. With the fentanyl boom in full swing, they too have shifted away from heroin production and gone all in on fentanyl.
Mad, right?
Inside this old and nondescript house, two
Imagine if
teenagers
you
are
were addicted to
working in a
heroin.
makeshift lab.
Not a good day.
They're cooking fentanyl. They're not trained chemists. Someone just gave them a step-by-step tutorial. They open the package containing the powder from China and start prepping a new batch. It's complete routine. The process is always the same. Making fentanyl is almost as easy as baking cake. You don't need much gear either. Our 1 kilo package yields up to 50,000 doses of fentanyl. Now the finished drug heads back to the US. It can cross the border in all kinds of ways, attached to or even carried inside the bodies of so-called drug mules, or disguised among regular cargo on some ordinary delivery van. Smugglers have hidden fentanyl pills in candy bags, sewn them into clothing, and in some cases, drugs are even implanted into pets. They're simply betting on the fact that it's impossible for customs to check every person or item that crosses the border. More often than not, it's US citizens who drive the drugs across the border in their...
I don't know what the percentage is now. I remember having a conversation with one of the ports we were at, and I said, how many of the containers do you check, manually check? I don't know, this is before they had like the X-ray, they used to X-ray containers, and it was something like 2%.
Wow.
They can't just sit there all day checking everything, otherwise.
No,
you
they
know
never
what I
get
mean?
done.
No one-
The queues would be too
traffic.
Yeah.
Food would be going off, everything. You know, it's there'd be all kinds of problems. But the traffic would be crazy. But it was something like 2%.
Yeah.
It's a mad amount, staggering.
private cars. Sometimes they come up with clever hidden compartments like this one. The car is just minutes away from crossing. The driver can already see the custom officers up ahead, with drug-sniffing dogs working car to car. He starts to get nervous. But just as they're coming toward him, the agents pull away. The dog needs a break. The stash in his car goes undetected. The driver exhales. And just like that, more fentanyl made it into the US. In 2024 alone, nearly 10 tons of the drug were seized along the US-Mexico border. But the amount that actually made it through is by all likelihood much higher. The fentanyl crisis has also become a geopolitical flashpoint. The US accuses China of fueling the epidemic on purpose. Beijing, for its part, claims to have cracked down on the fentanyl trade years ago. The real problem lies in controlling the precursors. They are much harder to regulate. Chemical suppliers in China are using false return labels and deceptive packaging to conceal their illegal business with fentanyl precursors. Washington has even talked about a new opium war. In April 2025, President Trump signed an executive order to eliminate duty-free de minimis imports from China and Hong Kong. He cited the ongoing health emergency posed by fentanyl trafficking as one of the reasons for the high tariffs on Chinese goods. China denies the accusations. Beijing says the crisis is completely made in the US and therefore the sole responsibility of the American government. Meanwhile, Trump has also accused Mexico of not doing enough to crack down on the drug cartels. Curbing the international fentanyl trade is extremely difficult. The drug has long made its way beyond North America and reached places like Europe. Probes in several German cities have shown that fentanyl is already being mixed into street heroin. Getting off fentanyl without medical support is extremely hard, if not almost impossible. And as long as it can be produced and trafficked so easily, the business will keep booming.
Absolutely. You're always going to be able to get older stuff like
Yeah.
that. Even if they break the rule on the de minimis coming from China direct into the USA, they'll hub it through somewhere else.
Yeah.
So they'll have sort of like a hub into a free zone or a free port somewhere, hub it in, repackage it, rebrand it, whatever they do, and then go back on the de minimis from that port to somewhere else, wherever. They've got enough money in it. It's too much money. And you know when the cartels are changing their their MO from doing heroin and changing it to fentanyl.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know,
that's why
fentanyl's gonna be
everyone's
more
doing
lucrative.
fentanyl now, because they were
It's easier.
addicted to heroin and now they can't sell it because they're all selling fentanyl instead.
they
So,
mixed-
let me try that.
They're mixing fentanyl with heroin to make it more potent.
Yeah.
I
To
thought
make
that's
it
what they
more
said they were
addictive.
doing in Germany. I
Yeah.
thought,
But that's to make it more addictive
Yeah.
as well. So like, so people are sort of like going on it and getting, you know, I don't know. There's probably more deaths than anything now. It's
Yeah.
you see 500,000 since the 90s. There's a hell of a lot of people,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
You know, especially when you look at how many American soldiers died during World War II. What was that? 477,000, and that's 500,000 in that time as well. So well, it's a lot, hell of a lot of people.
Yep.
Bad news, that fentanyl. Yeah,
It is.
but you're never going to stop drug trade.
don't do drugs, kids.
It's too
Exactly.
lucrative. It's too lucrative to stop it, and it's like I said, it's too many people involved that are nasty people
Yeah.
for it to stop anywhere near or even slow down. Anyway, I always enjoy stuff like that, mate.
Yeah.
It's like I say, it's what I used to do, so it's very interesting.
What be a drug?
What? Oh, you were a fentanyl consumer.
No, I was logistics guy.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Glad it was that bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.